Oh yeah, this one looks a lot better. That last one was almost empty. Well, hey friends, welcome back. Our bees are here. Picked up our NUC last night, around 6 p.m. or so. And we set it right next to their new home. Entrance orientated in the same direction as the new home. And we pulled the plug on the little guys, or the little girls. They didn't do much at all last night. A couple came out, did some circles, trying to learn where they were. Came out early this morning, and not a whole lot of activity. I came out about 11 a.m. this morning when the sun was fully shining on them, and there was so much activity. That's when I brought the feeder out for them, and they pretty much cleaned out that feeder today. It was about half full. But they've been really tearing up the dandelions that we have back here in the pasture. In fact, if you look at their little nuke, the little hole that they have, their little portal, the outside edges of it are actually stained yellow from all the dandelions, from them dragging the pollen back in with them. Pretty cool. Pretty excited. One of the biggest things of advice I keep reading about is when you're first starting out with bees like we are, to always start with 2. And I've resisted that up to this point because of the cost associated with it. I don't want to sink a ton of money in the hobby right up front, but it really is fascinating. And it is really tempting to pull the trigger and just go pick up another nuke right away. I'll at least wait a week or 2 and see how these ladies are doing. Yeah, still quite a bit of activity. But there's at least 2 hours of sunlight left in the day, so maybe I'll come back in about an hour and see if things have calmed down a bit. Okay, guys, welcome back. It's about 7:30. We have about maybe another hour of daylight left before we call it a day, and the bees have calmed down significantly from earlier today. Yeah, I don't even really see any really flying around, so I'm gonna get them pulled out of their nuke, keep the frames in the same order that they're in now, move them over to their new permanent home, and hopefully all goes well. I'm pretty nervous because I seen them acting crazy earlier. Right now they're calm. I've seen them calm and I've seen them crazy. So the other issue I have, I don't have a formal proper bee suit jacket yet at this point, but I have a jumpsuit on underneath this. I have a jacket. I have my veil. I have my gloves. I think I'll be good. I get stung, I get stung. I'm sure it won't be the first time or the last time by any means. So let's get started. So my apologies if I don't talk a lot during this process. Like I said, I'm nervous. I just want to focus on my task, be successful. It's starting to wake them up. Oh yeah, this one looks a lot better. That last one was almost empty. It's one of those pollen patties I put in there from Man Lake. Try to give them some extra food. We don't have a lot of stuff blooming right now. Basically our dandelions are pretty much, and our snow glories. It's pretty much the bulk of what we have blooming at this point, so I make sure they got best chance possible to succeed here. So I also have a top feeder. I'm gonna put about half of a 2 liter of some sugar water in there with them, and I'll check it again tomorrow and see how much of it they've consumed. But it seemed to go well. I was pretty nervous. I think I was more nervous before I started than I was after I got going. 'Cause, I mean, I do feel, I'm just got bees on me, but I really don't feel like they can sting me, and I felt pretty safe. Even though I don't have a formal bee suit at this point. They have multiple layers of clothes on, different layers of stuff so that they can't really get in between. Seemed to go well. I'm just gonna leave this box out here. There's not even really anybody in there. A couple little bees in there still, a couple of dead ones too. So I'm gonna put the top feeder on and get this wrapped up for the night. But I think this was pretty successful. I'm glad I waited until later in the day because they were, like you saw the footage from earlier when the sun was out, they were crazy. They were going all over the yard out here, and now they're a lot calmer. I did use a little smoke to calm them down a little bit. It seemed to work pretty well. I don't want to over smoke them by any means. But still learning. We'll keep going and keep bringing you guys along with us for the ride.